How are we going on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We're back today with a new Sunday Sessions video. If you're new to this series, it is basically where we go over the markets and we highlight specific zones and areas that we feel hold good potential for the coming week. This is a great way for you guys to get a better understanding on how we tackle and analyze the markets, and it also gives you guys the potential to place profitable positions in the coming week. If you have any questions or queries regarding the analysis we go through today, please leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Now, with all that being said, let's jump straight into today's Sunday Sessions video. So the first pair that we are going to discuss and go over today is the XAU to the US dollar market. As you can see, this market has been trading us in a clear bearish way, delivering us with lower highs and lower lows. So this is clear bearish structure. Now you'll notice that I've actually drawn a second path in yellow. This is my future vision on what I feel price may do. You can see here how we have a high followed by a low, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower low. This is clear bearish structure, and this is great as it gives us a direction to trade in. Now you'll notice that I'm wanting to see price trade higher, coming higher than this lower high here, which would be an anomaly. It would be signs of maybe a reversal to the upside. But what it actually is the actual lower high within this bearish structure. Now, if I just go ahead and draw another path tool out, you will see here that this is actually the structure I believe price is putting in. So this whole move here is the first impulsive wave. What we are then going to be delivered with is a corrective wave, trading us up and into this supply zone. And then what will follow is its next impulsive wave. So this here is just part of the entire impulsive wave that's traded us down. And this is a way of the markets manipulating traders, both buyers and sellers. So being able to see past this and see through that is going to help you exponentially. So I truly believe price is going to put in a correction. I think price is going to put in a correction either way, as we have just broken a new low. So therefore price always has to put in a correction after an impulse has taken place. And I feel price will correct itself up and into this supply zone here. Now, the reason why I have highlighted this as an area of interest is because it's actually an unmitigated last buy to sell region. So this is a clear order block that has been left in the markets, and I am wanting to see this be cleared before price continues to trade in this bearish way. You'll see here that it does, that I have highlighted a green candle, and this is the order block that we are looking to get involved from. So I am expecting price to trade higher, up and into the supply zone. Then we will be looking for a break of structure to the downside to confirm an end to the correction. And then we'll be waiting for price to pull back initially after the break of structure to set its new lower high. And that is where we'll be looking to enter in on short positions in this market. Now, there is no harm in getting involved in buy positions before we sell. We just need to wait for the right confirmation in order to enter in on buy positions. So if we just zoom in slightly, you will see that I have an alert set at the last protected high within this bearish structure. So when we see a break in this protected high, I will be then looking to go long in this market. Again, just waiting for price to pull back, allowing us to get involved with a refined entry. So it is very important that we stay vigilant and we look at this market and wait for price to give us the confirmation we need in order to place these positions. So with all that being said, we can look to place both buys and shorts, but first and foremost, I will be looking to actually go long in this market before we look to place those short positions in and around this supply zone here. Now quickly moving over to the NZD CAD pair. As you can see, this again is another bearish market. It has displayed clear bearish structure, trading goes down, creating lows and highs within this market. And what we want to see now is for price to put in that correction before trading lower yet again. Instead, we can actually look to get involved in the correction before we look to go short in this market. So not only are we taking part in the corrective wave, but we're also taking part in the impulsive wave. Now, obviously, placing short positions in this market is the safest bet, as that is the direction that this market is trading in. and that's what the majority of traders will be placing within this market. But there is no harm in trading bullish and placing those long positions, assuming we are delivered with the right confluence in order to execute those trades. I have highlighted the last protected high within this bearish structure. Once we see a fractal break of structure to the upside, I'll simply be waiting for price to pull back into a valid fractal demand zone, and then I'll be waiting for a fractal break of structure to happen in and around that. And then once we are displayed with that, that's when I'll be entering in on long positions, trading price all the way up and into this supply zone, where I'll then again be looking to place short positions, closing any buys and preparing for those shorts. Again, I have highlighted a last buy to sell region. This is a clear order block. Price has been respecting these very well, especially with this market. So I'm excited to see how price plays out in the coming week. Now, just as an example, if we were to get involved in, say, the first corrective wave, once we have been delivered with the confirmation that price is going bullish, you can really see the risk-reward ratios that we could walk away with on this market. We are looking at taking at least a 1 to 8 RR from this position. So if you're risking 1% of your equity, you're looking to gain back 8%. If you're risking 2%, you're looking to gain back 16% from one trade. So there's some amazing potential in the coming week. We just need to wait for the right confirmation in order to enter in on this market. Okay, now heading over to the Great British Pound to the US dollar, or the cable. You can see here that price is putting in that corrective wave, and we are waiting for price to trade up and into this supply zone here before delivering us with further bearishness. Now, if price decides to trade up and through this and above this area in price, then that would tell me that there is clearly not enough supply within this order block for price to put in a full S&D flip. And then I will be looking at these areas to see that reversal happen. Now, that would still be following the prevailed trend and the overall structure of this market. And these are clear order blocks as well. You can see here we have a last buy to sell region with a lot of inefficient structure laying below. For those of you who are familiar with ICT, this would be a fair value gap, and we want to see that be cleared as well before a penetration of this supply zone. Again here, as well as an order block, and again here as well, there's another order block. So there's plenty of opportunities and plenty of areas we can look to go short in this market. We just need to be delivered with the right confluence in order to execute those positions this week. So in terms of how I'm looking to tackle it come Monday, I'll be honest with you, I will either be waiting for price to trade into this and see how price plays out. If I'm delivered with the confirmation to sell, then I'll go short. Although I am tempted to look for areas of demand that price may come to pull back into, giving us the opportunity to get involved in some shorter term long positions in this market. So if we go down to, say, the 5 minutes, you'll see here that there is a clear last sell to buy region. So this is a clear order block, demand zone that we could look to potentially go long from. Again, we have a fair value gap. So we want to see price trade into this, deliver us with a fractal break of structure, and then we could actually look to go long up and into this supply zone here from this demand zone. So what I will do for you all is I will highlight this demand zone for you all now as a potential area to buy from come Monday. So as you can see there, I've marked that out for you all. What we want to see is price trade down and into this, reject nicely, deliver us with a fractal break of structure to confirm the end of this fractal corrective wave, and then we can look to go long, trading price up and into this higher time frame supply zone. So you'll see here again the potential and the risk to reward ratio that we could walk away with on this. We could still capitalize on 100 pips, having a stop loss no larger than 8 to 10 pips. That's obviously generating us with at least a 1 to 10 RR. So we're looking at some amazing returns again on this position in the coming week. Okay, now just to finish off on the Euro NZD pair, you can see here how price is putting in that corrective wave on the 15-minute time frames. I am expecting price to trade down to set that higher low before continuing this bullishness. Once we have a penetration of this supply zone here, I am expecting then a full S&D flip. If we go to the hour time frames, you'll see how price has recently traded us into an extreme higher time frame supply zone. And what we are seeing now is price basically distributing and preparing for that down move. So we can either look to get involved from here assuming we are delivered with the right confluence, or we can wait patiently for price to break structure here to confirm longer term bearishness, and then we can get involved on the pullback that occurs afterwards. I am quite tempted to get involved from here, as we would be capitalizing from the very top of this distribution, allowing us to get an extremely refined entry, really testing the markets and generating us with some amazing returns. If we are able to get involved in this fractal supply zone that I've got highlighted, and then ride price down with a longer term bias, you can see here the potential is absolutely crazy. I am expecting a full S&D flip and for price to come and trade us down, and we could even set our take profit target somewhere around here, just to confirm that our take profit target can be achieved in this market. But again, just to provide you with an example of the potential we could walk away with, we could have a really refined stop loss, no larger than 10 to 15 pips. A take profit may be set here, or even as low as this point, and you can see that the risk to reward ratio we'd be walking away with is exponential. A 1 to 44, that means you are making nearly half of your equity back on one position, and people may feel or may say that this is not a true way of trading, or this is not physically possible. Best believe it is, because what we are doing and what we have done is we have waited for a long period of time for price to trade into a higher time frame supply zone, and we are simply getting involved with a fractal entry. Therefore, we are able to take advantage of a higher time frame swing, lower or higher, but getting involved with a very refined entry, allowing our risk to reward ratios to be great. Now, opportunities like this don't come around very often. I would like to say that we get an opportunity like this maybe once a month, twice a month, if we are lucky, if we're looking at multiple pairs, of course. But the opportunity to get involved in trades like this are genuine. So if you are someone who trades the euro to the New Zealand dollar, highlight this zone on your charts, wait for the right confirmation in order to enter. Once you've been delivered with that, get yourself involved in those short positions and ride that market lower. Now, that is actually going to summarize this segment of my Sunday sessions video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. As I said to you earlier, if you have any questions regarding the analysis we have gone through, please leave them in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, give us some support and leave this video a like. Now, with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one.